I've probably made Cheap Dave's monthly budget look really simple now. So if you're watching Dave, I've probably made the right balls up of this. I'd just like to say last week's vlog, if you've not seen it and you're watching this one, jump onto that one first about me moving to Thailand at 55 in the next 6 months. So jump over there and watch that, then jump back to this. If you have watched it, every single one of you that commented, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I have replied to each and every one of you. Your support's been amazing. I think 99.999 are absolutely fantastic comments. There's always a 0.1, there's always someone. Also, everyone that has subscribed, thank you so much. I know I say it all the time, but I really do appreciate it. So you're welcome to the family. If you've not subscribed, please, please, please just go and press that subscribe button if it's down there or up there on your TV. Costs you nothing. It helps the channel grow. As I said last week, if you're watching this and getting adverts, why not YouTube pay me for it? I need another 150 subscribers. We've got the watch hours. We're nearly at 1,000. Please subscribe. That's me begging over. Anyway, let's jump in to what my pension advisor has told me about me moving to Thailand. So, quick intro and we'll get straight to it. So, following up from last week and me moving to Thailand in the next 6 months, I had a telephone conversation with my financial advisor, basically to see where we're up to. And we'll have an actual one-to-one meeting in January before I start the process in February of 26. Basically, the main focus of that chat was basically what she's advising me, because that's her job, to advise me and make sure I don't spend all my money at once. Although I want to do it quickly, she wants to slow me down and is telling me to try and slow. So a quick jump into my pensions. What's in the pots? What pots are there? Any advice you guys may have, if you've taken pensions recently, if you've moved abroad with them, have you taken 25%? Have you just drawn it down monthly, not took any percent, 10%? I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios of what I want to do. So first and foremost, I have 3 pension pots at the moment and 2 final salary ones, which are small. After speaking to my advisor, we agreed that we have 180,000 in one pot. That's English pounds. So we've now moved that into cash, because who knows what's around the corner with all these wars going on, talk of America going into recession, the budget coming up in the UK. So by putting that 180k into cash, it's a lot safer there for me. So that's why we've done that. That yields, I think she said, about 4.5% per year. Narrow it down to 3 point something after, obviously, fees for managing the account, etc. So I agreed. I wanted to do that because I want it safe. I don't want to be hit in the autumn with some crisis on the markets and lose 20, 30, 40% of my money. My next one, I've got a company pension, and there's around 32,000 in there at the moment. That's still with me because I'm still working, so we can't move that one until I've finished my employment. So I've got that one. I've got another pension which has about £23,000 in there. That one we didn't move because that's got a 47% guaranteed tax-free payout at 55. It's protected. So we've left that one. When I'm 55, we'll start the process. So there's my pensions in a nutshell. Now, what I want to do is what my advisor doesn't want me to do. What would you do? Don't worry, I'm not going to take all your advice. And if you all say, take it all out, pay the tax. No, I'm not stupid. I'll just put it out there. If you guys have gone through this sort of situation recently, I'd love to hear your comments down there, what you've done or what you're thinking of doing. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong. Hey, I've been wrong loads of times, but I thought I'd set this vlog together so we can have a quick catch up so you know where the next process is of me moving. So, February, I'm 55. Not a problem. The first one, 180k. I want to take 25% of all my pots, tax-free. Okay? So breaking that down will give me about 64,000. I know you're going to say 25%, it's not 64, it's less. But because of my pension with 47%, basically 25% of that 23,000 is 5.7. But because it's 47%, it's roughly around £11,000. So 25% of 180k, 45k. 25% of my 32,000 in my company pension, 8k. 25% of 23,000, 5.7, rounded up to 11 because it's 47%. I round about 64 grand. Are we all following? I'm not, but it's around there. It's all in my head. That's where we're up to. If I take 25%, I've got £64,000 in my bank, in my hand, leaving me with 170,000 to draw down. Now, I want to draw down over maybe 11 or 12 years until I reach the UK state pension age. I know some of you are going to say, no, you need to keep going, keep going. Cost of living in Thailand is less. I've explained in my other video about if I do get some inheritance, that will go in the pot. Hopefully that's a long way down the line. I may go first. My mum may get mine. Who knows? I have her blessing in all this, by the way. I'm not wishing anything bad. She knows where I'm coming from. So I want to take the 25%. My advisor's saying only take what you need to start off with. Take 10k. Well, then draw down monthly. And if I need some money in the future, we can dip in and take some more cash out. Good idea or not? Just take 10k. Well, that'll be enough to start up in Thailand. The other option that I've been looking at is, what if I take 10% of everything? So 10% of my 180,000 is 18,000 in my bank, and that will be within a week of me being 55. I'll have the 18 grand, I can go. My company pension, if I take 10%, it's just over 3,000. That process, I can't start till at least a month after I've left my employment, because final, excuse me, but my final salary goes in, it takes a month, we can request the funds, take the 25%, move the rest into the pot. Okay, still with me? I think I'm still with you, myself. My third pot, which is 23,000 at 47%, gives me 11,000. So if I take 10%, I will get around £32,000 in my pocket. 18 at the beginning, and the rest probably about 6 to 8 weeks later. So 18 gives me enough to go to Thailand, get me visas, look for properties to rent, etc. And then put the rest into the bank and start drawing down. Now, I've done some quick comparisons here. You're going to say, you're wrong, you're wrong. Probably I'm wrong, but my logic tells me what I'm going to tell you. And any of you pension geniuses out there and money geniuses may say, no, you're totally wrong. I know if I take money every month, the pot diminishes every month. It's going down. But this is how I'm looking at it in layman's terms. So shoot me if I'm wrong. Well, don't come around and shoot me, but you know what I mean. Drop a comment. Tell me where I'm going wrong before I go and see my advisor in January. The way I see it, 11 years, if I take 10% of my pot now, as I said, 32 grand in the bank, over 11 years, that roughly works out around 1.5k a month into my account. Now, I know I have to pay a bit of tax in that in the UK, so I'm going to lose a little bit there. Over 11 years, if I've took the 25% out of my fund, that's looking at the moment at 1.28, so just under 1.3k a month. So £200 a month less every month for 11 years. Okay, with me? Yep, hopefully. So if I take 10% over 11 years, that works out at today's market at 65,000 baht a month into my account. That alone would therefore mean I would not have to put the £19,000 into a Thai bank if I pay 65,000 every month into my Thai bank, because I can use my 12-month statements to renew my visa to show that. Hopefully that's right. Yeah. Okay. If I've took the 25,000, that's only a 25% up front, that's going to give me about 55,000 baht a month. So 10,000 a month less, £230 less a month for 11 years. Can I cope with that? Depends how I spend my money, you're going to say. And I agree. The other one is 12 years, taking me to 67, which is a bit more sensible because that's the UK pension age for myself. If I do it at 10% I've took out, I am looking at about 1.38, so just short of 1.4k a month over 12 years. English pounds. That equates to about 59,000 Thai baht. If I've taken my 25% lump sum, that works out 1.18k UK pounds, 51,000 baht per month. So the math that I see is, if I take 10%, 32,000, that should be enough to get settled in and do everything that I want and keep money in the bank and live off around 60,000 a month. Or do I take the 25%, which basically drills down, maybe £200 a month, 10,000 baht a month less. Hope you're all with me with this. So basically, 10% gives me £32,000 in my bank to start off with. 25%, 64k. Again, you're going to say, no, that's not right, 10 and 25, but I'm bringing into this to 47% I'm getting from one of my pensions. So that's how it does it. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Maybe I go down the route of 10%. My advisor will probably be a lot happy I do that. What do you guys think? Take the 25, you never know. I'll take the 10% and have a bit each month more in my bank. That's what I'm going to contemplate. That's what's going through my head at the minute. If anyone can simplify that for me, drop me a comment. I will read it and try and digest it. So yeah, my Thai partner, she wants to carry on working while I'm there. So there's probably another 10, 15k a month going in the bank. So that does help taking that into account, but she won't want to work forever. But then again, Thais, money's money. They always want to work. I've told her not to work. She wants to. So let her crack on. More time with me and a dog down the beach. So there we go, ladies and gents. I've confused and bamboozled every one of you because I confused and bamboozled myself. So in a nutshell, do I take 25% of my pension and then draw down monthly for the next 11, 12 years until it's gone? Do I take 10%, less money in the bank, but a bit more each month? There's a conundrum. What do you think? Drop me a comment, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope you stuck with this and figured it out, or tried to figure it out, or play it back if I'm missing something, because there's a lot in my head there. So yeah, one other thing, I said I'd be going in February. It's looking like moving maybe mid-March, because one of my pensions, the 47% one, will need to speak to me on the phone. They will need to send out paperwork to my address, as well as a copy to my financial advisors. But I will need to be in the UK to receive that paperwork, to sign it, fill it in, and send it back to them. I can't do it any other way. So that might take four weeks to send the paperwork. Who knows? So that's going to put me back moving a little bit, unfortunately. But the plan is, as I said, move over there as soon as I can. If I can get the end of Feb, great. If it's mid-March. Get myself set up, get the house sorted, get all the finances, the visas. And then June time, I'm going to pop back to the UK for a month, spend a bit of time with my mum in Cornwall and my brother and his family, because it's better to do it then than do it in March when it's cold. They agree with that as well, by the way. So anyway, this is going for 16 minutes. So I've took enough of your time up. I hope you have a great weekend. Please subscribe. We're nearly there. Thumbs up as well. Keep pressing the thumbs up. Drop some comments. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope you've worked this all out. Basically, would you take 25% or 10% and have more each month or less each month? Okay? Drop the comments. Love you all. Come on, 150 more subscribers and we've got the magic 1,000. And then YouTube, there, we've done it. Watch hours, subscriptions, everything's in the bag. We can move forward. November, more vlogs coming from there. September, I'll do you a vlog in Newquay. Show you around Newquay. A few bars, beaches, have a look at that. There's not much more for me to do, really, because I've put most of the videos on there until November. But if you want one of these every few weeks, updates on what's happening with my move, etc., I'll do it. So thank you very much for watching and listen to this drilling on. I've probably made Cheap Dave's monthly budget look really simple now. So if you're watching Dave, I've probably made the right balls up of this. Anyway, thank you very much. Good night.